Hello, everyone. This is me. So, anyways, it's kind of one of the experimental things here. So when you hear this and wonder why my voice sounds a little bit funny, I'm just like experimenting with all the other stuff that's been going on lately, So the next bit here, when I'm gonna do the next recording, is gonna be more of a normal voice read and sample read or whatever they call it. It doesn't sound like I'm speaking from an old-fashioned telephone or something like that, but just wanted to go around and experiment with some other stuff there, but in any case, you're going to probably see multiple audio files and all that, but they're all going to be in the same video, so anyways, this is one part. So anyways, it's one of the things that I wanted to go around and talk about lately, with all the different stuff that was piquing my interest lately about all of the classic technologies that were available back in the day, as far as like the old telephones and stuff like that. I think the last time I saw like a payphone was basically a couple of days ago when we were taking my dad to the emergency room because there was some other complications that was going on here. As far as my regular blog, I'll probably keep you guys posted on that sort of stuff there. But in a way, for me, it was like I didn't really get a cell phone until like I was about 20 or 21 because I didn't really had a need for it until that point in my life where I had a need to have a cell phone. So for the most part, when I wanted to go around and talk to somebody on a phone, I just used a house phone, or I had borrowed one of my parents' cell phones, or had gone around and used the payphone a few times when I was going around calling, whether if it was my mom or my dad or my brothers to get me a ride from wherever it is I needed to go to and all that. So nowadays it's like if I wanted to go anywhere, I could just simply just request an Uber or a Lyft, that sort of thing, and the funny thing there, as far as the other day, when we were at the hospital there, and we both decided to leave, me and my brother, and we both ended up requesting two separate cars on Uber and Lyft. So I was on Uber, my brother was on Lyft. And it was kind of funny, that I left first, but then I came to the house last, because my Uber driver had a different route and went the long way, and my brother's Lyft driver took the shortcut. So, in any case, it's just one of those strange things that they always do at that point. But as far as when it comes to the other stuff that I was going to talk about lately, when it comes to the case with all the other stories that I had there, I'll probably keep you guys posted on such things like that, but anyways, I think that's it. So, anyways, I'm gonna go back and forth between the different audio qualities and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, as far as the other things that I kind of wanted to share about it is that how many different kind of computers I've been using over the years. So, the first computer that I had was this 286 computer back in '89. And then we were using that computer all the way up until I think '93, and then that was when we had another computer in 93 up until 99, and then around the summer of 99 to like part of '05 is when we had that other computer. It was a Pentium 2, I think. And then we had this Core Duo 1 that I used from like '08 up until like 3 years ago, I think. So, anyways, and then we had this other computer. I think it was a Windows 7 or whatever it was. Like it was a AMD one that we were using like up until last year, and I think it was from like 2010 to last year, I think. And then we had like some other kind of computers there, where it was like this one Pentium 4 laptop, and then we had another computer that, that was a Windows 8 laptop, and then there was also another Windows 10 laptop and all that. But considering all the other stuff, it's interesting how the technology has advanced so far, and when it comes to like TV, I think we had multiple like old CRT TVs, and now it's like we really had maybe about two of them left, and that we're yet to replace them with these new HD TVs, as far as that goes. And then considering then how it's like we have maybe about like one HD TV, with like this LED or LCD TV that's almost like 10 years old pretty much. It was right around like the fall of '08 when we got it. And then it was already like a while ago when we got the TV set for my brother, and then there was this Blu-ray player. I mean, it's not even in use anymore, but this Blu-ray player that's like sitting right here on top of the VCR that we don't even use, So I could go over that in another video as far as that goes, but it's just sort of an example. But I'm saying as far as with like all the old technologies and stuff that we had over the years. So anyways, that's probably it. So anyways, I'm back to a more higher quality audio sample, and to make a point as far as with what I'm going to say here. It's interesting how technology is evolving in such paces like that, I mean, it was almost like 10 years ago when we had the iPhone and Android, and right at this point was when we did have smartphones, but they weren't touchscreens yet. And we were already transitioning into having all these phones have touchscreens and all that. And it depends on what's going to happen 5 or 10 or 15 years from now or whatever, as far as whether we still have smartphones or it's just some sort of wearable technology, where it just projects like a little hologram, and where we could do all that kind of stuff there, and where we could do FaceTimes and stuff like that, where it doesn't run up our data plan or whatever it is, And then depending on, as far as that goes here, because it wasn't too long ago was when we started having tablet PCs. I mean, although not as the modern tablet PCs, now the tablet PC has been around for at least about 10 or 15 years, but it wasn't until like the iPad and then the the Galaxy Tab and the Fire tablets and the G Pad or whatever they call those other ones were the more modern tablet PCs. Then compared to how it was 10 or 15 years ago, as far as the technology wise, where you had to use a stylus or do this sort of stuff, as far as that goes. Especially like the case with the Newton, you know, or IBM Simon, all of that. I mean, that was one of the other little things that we evolved so much as far as technology wise. You know, and especially like when it comes to like the cell phones back then. 10 years ago we did had ones that were like shooting video, but they weren't capable of shooting HD. It was just simply the old I forgot what they call it. The 3GP format or container there, that was like really small and all grainy like that. And now it's like we're capable of shooting in HD, in 4K, and then whatever is gonna go beyond 4K in the next couple of years. And then considering that, in the upcoming years, the more mid-range and entry-level phones would also start having 4K video capabilities as far as that goes, when to shoot in 4K or view in 4K, and then depending on what's going to happen with all the more top of the line models and all that sort of stuff there. So, anyways, I mean, it's just an example as far as all this sort of stuff with like what's going to happen in the future and all that, depending on what, as far as any newer cell phone, mobile technologies or whatever, that we're going to be having in the coming years. Whether it's 5G, 6G, 7G, so on and so forth, and let alone as far as what's going to be happening with like the internet in 5, 10, or 15 years from now. Assuming if all the other things, when it comes to like that, but that's just another topic for me to share on here. So anyways, talk to you guys later.